I seem to have a lot of baseball stories in my career. One of them is in 2004 and has to do with the curse of the Bambino and Fenway Park in Boston. So if you're not a baseball fan, the quick bottom line is that in 1918, the Boston Red Sox baseball team owned Babe Ruth and sold his contract to the New York Yankees. Babe Ruth goes to the Yankees and becomes the most dominant, celebrated player in the history of American baseball. Hits 60 home runs, sets all the records, makes the Yankees the most powerful team of the 20s, and builds this dynasty and that leads to them building Yankee Stadium. The Red Sox, from that day, from September of 1918 until 2004, never won the World Series. And fans and people said, it's the curse of the Bambino. It's the curse of them having sold Babe Ruth, the Bambino, to the Yankees. That is on Fenway Park, where the Red Sox play in Boston, and it's that curse that keeps them from ever winning the World Series. But on June the 9th, 2004, I arranged the event that removed the curse of the Bambino. Because on June the 9th, 2004, I brought Norman Borlaug to Fenway Park, where he threw out a first pitch. Norm had been nominated by my son, Davin, to be the commencement speaker at the Harvard Medical School on June the 10th. And so my entire family came, and Norm was offered and had accepted that role. So the night before his commencement address to the Harvard Medical School, we go to Fenway Park, and it's been arranged for Norm to throw out a first pitch out on the mound. My wife and my 3 kids, including my son Davin, Shandon, who's this huge Red Sox fan, and our daughter Kelly, we all get to stand on the grass. Oh my gosh, what a moment. And we get a tour and we go around Fenway Park, and we take Norman Borlaug then up onto the Green Monster, where we sit and watch the game. The Green Monster is this tall wall in left field that was built because it's to keep too many home runs from being hit. And it's this iconic place in Fenway Park. So we're there, it's a beautiful day, June the 9th, the sun had been out, kind of a balmy night. And then about the 6th inning, the skies darken. There's lightning, there's thunder, there's a torrential downpour of rain. We have to run and take cover. Eventually it stops, come back, watch the rest of the game. But what happened that night is there was an exorcism performed by Norman Borlaug. Serving so many years in Asia, I saw exorcisms performed. And an exorcism is a battle between a good spirit and a bad spirit, the bad spirit that occupies, possesses a person or a place. And what happens is the spirits clash and fight, and the good spirit tries to dislodge the evil spirit. And if the good spirit succeeds, there's usually a physical manifestation to show that the exorcism has happened. And so that night, finally, for the first time since 1918, a stronger spirit, a stronger good spirit came to Fenway Park and confronted the curse of the Bambino, because Norman Borlaug is the Babe Ruth of feeding the world. And Norman Borlaug loosened the curse of the Bambino, and that rainstorm was the signal that the curse had been loosened and was being washed out and down the drain. So people say to me, I told this story to Senator Grassley and Senator Harkin with Norm Borlaug there. Norm believed the story. And they said, well, that's a cute story, but how do we know it's true? Well, I said, if you look at 2004, you'll see that the Red Sox played the Yankees in the American League Championship Series in October. And the Yankees won the first 3 games. And they were playing the 4th game. Look on the calendar, and you'll see that that series came on the weekend of October the 16th, proclaimed by the United States Senate as Norman Borlaug World Food Prize Day in America. On that day, October 16th, Norman Borlaug came back to be with the Red Sox, gave them the power to tie up the game, win in extra innings, win the next 3 games, get in the World Series, sweep the St. Louis Cardinals, and win their first World Series championship since 1918. Because Norman Borlaug, who I had brought to Fenway Park, drove out the curse of the Bambino.